MP's £900 claim for her dog's pet rat prompts his ministers to call for an expensive review. I'm going to read into this more from Sky News, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with an article from Sky News with the headline: The MP's £900 claim for her dog's pet rat prompts his ministers to call for expenses review. So, Taiwo Owatemi legitimately claimed for her pet surcharge on her London home, but the use of public money has triggered an angry response. Guys, while you're here, make sure you hit that like button, share it across social media so others are notified of this video. Yes, absolutely, it's triggered an angry response, because what possible reason is this claim in any way, shape or form supposed to benefit her job or her role as a politician? The idea of these expenses is supposed to be for in situations where their wages obviously cannot cover the significant to them, so that they claim expenses for them enabled specifically for their job. It's supposed to be specifically for their job. Now, I don't like the MPs claiming expenses, and I'm sure most of you watching don't like them claiming MP expenses either. But they do have this system in place, and obviously they have made changes to the system, make it a bit more robust and whatnot. But it is still incredibly frustrating how much that you have a story like this. Like, I don't know if the MP is going to make the claim of a moral argument that they needs the dog for, or whatever. And I understand that you know, I have pets too. I have 2 cats. I understand how important your pets are. And I don't know her family situation, but like for me, it just should be coming out of her own pocket. And remember, this MP that we're going to be reading into is claiming up is earning up to £90,000, £90,000 a year, and there's just no need for this expenses. Like, there's no justification for it at all, and it really does put into question like the whole points of expenses, because they are only supposed to be related to your job. Those should be the only reasons, and there is no reason for this. And it also opens up even more can of worms of how many people, how many MPs, both past and present, have lied and deceived to be able to use it for the expenses for their animals. I think it's Kwasi Kwarteng used taxpayer money to fund. Kwasi Kwarteng, I don't know if it was the expenses or of taxpayer funding, but either way, he was using public money was being used to keep his horses warm. Pretty sure it's Kwasi Kwarteng. Like, that in itself was just like a spit in the face. At the same time, while we're having the talks of potential benefit cuts to disability people, entitlements, on that, you also have MPs talking. There's talk about MPs getting a pay rise. Then you hear a story like this. So, a senior Labour MP's £900 pet rat expenses claim has prompted ministers to call for a review of what MPs can claim back. Taiwo Owatemi, a government whip and an MP for Coventry North West, who made the claim after a landlord at her second home in London charged her extra for allowing her cockapoo pet Bella to stay at the property. Parliamentary authorities paid the £900 claim, submitting as pet rent in August 2024, as it is not a breach of the current rules governing MPs' expenses. Okay, so they're saying it's not a breach of the rules. When he needs to change the rules in saying, well, you can't have your pet is not part of your job. With all due respect to your pet, it's not part of your job, and you can easily either pay it yourself or, you know, give it to your relative or whatever to look after while you're in London or whatnot. Like, why is that so difficult? I mean, that's really the message that I have on this. It is not known how many other MPs claim for pet surcharges, as they are normally listed individuals, but included in rent claims. So this is the question that I have now. These rules say MPs who now earn £93,904 a year after a recent pay rise can claim expenses can help cover work and living costs in London if their constituency is outside the capital. Disability campaigners have called the claim a disgrace, as Ms Owatemi, 32, is currently helping the government push through the £5 billion in cuts to disability benefits. The TaxPayers Alliance called on MPs to pay for their pets out of their own pocket. I agree. Security Minister Dan Jarvis has now said that the government will urge the Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority to change the rules, the IPSA. They said Ms Owatemi had followed the rules and did nothing wrong. But told the LBC, I wouldn't do that, I haven't done that, therefore I think it can't be right for the rules to allow any members of Parliament to do that. Yeah, here's the thing, like, the thing is that she hasn't broken any of the rules. That's the problem. The problem is the rules itself. The rules need to change on this. Is it outrageous? Is it wrong? Yes, I've said that it's outrageous. It's wrong that she should be proclaiming public spending money on her pet. And it should come out of her own pocket. But she's done nothing wrong. That's the problem. The problem is it's the moral compass of this when you think about everything that we've just discussed already. That is why the government will be making representations to the IPSA, the Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority, to ask them to look very carefully at the detail of this particular rule. Ms Owatemi, who became an MP in 2019, often posts on social media about her dog and is a supporter of the Battersea Dog and Cats Home and other animal charities. Yeah, I want to make this very clear. I don't have a problem. This is great. I love that she's a supporter of them, that she's an animal lover. Like, I'm an animal lover too. I just don't want it coming out of taxpayers' money. That's all it is. The IPSA told Sky News it gave the MPs incorrect advice as to how the surcharge should be described. We apologise directly to the MP and we are sorry for any confusion, a spokesperson said. He added that the IPSA is committed to helping MPs fund having to work in both Westminster and their constituency, so those without the private finances to do so are not prevented from becoming an MP. That's why we fund accommodation costs with strict limits. It is common for landlords to include additional surcharges in rental agreements, he said. Yeah, the landlords are pretty annoying when it comes there from the landlord's perspective there. But the thing is, the issue that I have is that the pet should not have been it. I understand like the love you have for your animal. I really, really do. It just should not come out of taxpayers' expenditure. And I hope this is the way they're putting it as a one-off sort of thing. It's nothing big to look into. But I am worried that there is more of this happening. Because with all due respect to any pet owners out there, you know, if you've got to pay it yourself, you've got to pay for it yourself. You've got to, you know, as far as I'm concerned, should not be coming out of taxpayer expenditure. And this should not come out of taxpayer expenditure. There's no way it should have. If anything, what should be done, I really do think she should give the money back. I really, really do. Because especially at a time when, with what's going on, we are still in a cost of living crisis. We are living in deep inequality. We're having this Labour government who are looking to push to cut disability benefits, while they've gotten themselves a pay rise and the rich are getting richer. At least from a moral perspective, it would benefit her if she paid it out of her own pocket and gave that money back. It would be much better for her, especially if she's someone who is a keen dog and animal lover like I am. I think that would be much. It would be looking good on her. Yes, you can. Yes, but she didn't break the rules, Regan. No, I know she didn't break the rules. The problem is that the rule shouldn't be there. That rule shouldn't be there. Yeah, for her to be able to claim it on behalf of her pet. That's the problem I have with it. But what do you guys think? What do you guys make of this story? What do you guys make of an MP claiming for her dog's pet rent for £900? Let me know your thoughts and more on this down in the comments section below. If you found this video informative or helpful in any way to you, please hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it. Share it across social media. Subscribe if you haven't to already. Join the YouTube membership for 99p or more down below as well. Hitting that join button. Do check out the Patreon and Rumble for exclusive content. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.